All right. Hello, folks. This is Jamie Oikel with runningrestaurants.com, where we bring you the tips, tools, and techniques you need to make your restaurant more profitable and successful. I've got a great one question with episode for you today with Dale Willerton, the lease coach. Here we go. Dale, you've seen everything under the sun when it comes to leasing. So what are some mistakes that tenants make when starting the leasing process?
Jamie, when a restaurant tenant wants to make an inquiry about space for lease, ideally they would call or contact the listing agent, the real estate agent that has their for lease sign on the building. Unfortunately, what too many restaurant tenants do is they let one real estate agent show them space all over town, and that creates commission splitting. If you don't get a location, it could be because the listing agent has his own tenant that he wants to do a deal with and get 100% of the commission. So be really careful about your relationship that you develop with real estate agents. The real estate agent is typically getting paid a commission by the landlord, and you know the landlord expects him to get a big deposit, personal guarantee, and things like that. Now, another mistake tenants make is they're too transparent. Everything they think comes out of their mouth. They say, I love it. I want to be there. My wife said we have to get it. You don't want to tell the real estate agent that, because that's going to get to the landlord and that's going to diminish your negotiating ability. Now, if you're a startup restaurant and you don't have a business plan, if you don't have your menu already drafted, these are things that are going to have to come out. The landlord's going to want to look at your financial background. This is pretty normal because startup restaurants often fail. And so they're leery. They're happy that you want to lease their space, but they're a little bit leery of whether you can pull it off. And I'm not saying you should audition for the landlord, but if you don't have this information ready when they request it, you're going to look like an amateur. That's the point. You've got to be ready with that information first. Now, another mistake that tenants make is they don't take into account that they're going to need a building permit to build out their restaurant, and that can take a really, really long time. So there's a lot of mistakes tenants make. They sign the lease agreement and then, think they're going to be pounding nails 2 weeks later, but it's 2 months later and they don't even have their building permit. So these are some of the mistakes they make during the leasing process.
Yeah, folks, 3 or 4 mistakes I jotted down there. And the one about showing your cards too early, saying, I love it, honey, we've got to be here. Man, that one will get you in trouble. So, Dale, you talk about this stuff in your book. How can folks get a copy?
The book is available at Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, or at theleasecoach.com. Email me, and I will send you an autographed complimentary copy, or attend one of my seminars. I'll see you there.
An autographed copy, folks. Got to do that. Got to pick up Dale's stuff. Folks, that was Dale Willerton of The Lease Coach in a One Question With episode. You can learn more about Dale and his team at www.theleasecoach.com. And for more great restaurant marketing, operations, service, people, and tech tips, stay tuned to us at runningrestaurants.com. We'll see you next time.